Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with the internet. Maybe it was good that the game didn't last so long because then that would have been more annoying, but now it's just okay, I get interrupted during my thought. Yeah, just play here. I thought to count I tried to counterattack. I think this game I was just tripping. I tried to counterattack on the outside where black had a Ponoki and pretty strong shape here and pretty strong shape everywhere instead of just making local life. I tend to do that sometimes. And here the same. Now I need to make local life like this. Yeah. Because after the block here, Blake can just connect, right? If you go back to if you go to down the game route here, Blake can Atari here, and then if you connect it, then Blake can just connect, and now you no longer get this incentive. Blake can counter attack immediately, so. Okay. So that's four more. Don't think I did any today so far, right? Okay. What do we have here? We have um plenty of cuts on both sides. What is the situation here on the bottom side? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4. What if white gets this? Oh, yeah, I hate these. I hate these kind of semi-I, where you have to think about, oh, can the opponent first get an eye and then have enough liberties? Or at least I'm not very good at them yet. Maybe hate is too strong of a word there. Um, what do you do here? Maybe, okay, how is the group here to, yeah, Tare here. So not alive locally yet. Hmm. Okay, cut at f6 is completely ridiculous. But how about f8? F8, if white then blocks, then you can cut. Kind of want to ask a6 first. Or do we need to play g3 after all? Hang on. So white plays there, white has 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. But black needs. Uh, it's at most then the key. Okay, I think you push out here. Yeah, okay. So I did the bad cut here. I think that was a similar time than the game before. Okay, so trial board here. Yeah, if you cut here, you're just creating an empty triangle. That's just white can just play this in Sente and then easily get out here with this net here. So that's not a good choice, not a good cut. So you instead cut here because now if block, you can cut here, and then it's some kind of inside job, semi quick shows. Yeah. Let's see for a second if you play this. Okay. Well, can block, cut, connect. Still needs to connect here. Atari, connect. Honey here. Atari, Atari. And then, ooh, maybe not. Maybe just this one. Just connect here. And then it's one, when it was just a big sacrifice, but white, black is safe. So, okay. Yeah, the cut here is just a cutting with an empty triangle should be my first clue here. Ah, just Atari because it's not like with the extent you have more RG on these two stones. Yeah. What I said. Okay. You could peep here first, but maybe just the diagonal here is pretty nice to get. Because this way there's still weaknesses here, so yeah, okay, this one was not the right shape, yeah. Same thing, right? Still this one? Yes. Oh, the cut here, yeah. Some bad cuts. That was my focus at that point. I was looking at bad and good cuts in my play. So that's why a lot of these are bad and good cut. Well, mostly bad because uh-huh. But here, this is pretty big to get. Or actually, the capture here. The capture here now is Sente though. Yeah, okay. Now, because I calculated this with the last move here. White could have gone down too, and then I no longer have this RG here. Oh, this is like a shape kind of dealio. Um, can you do something like this? Or is it maybe more important to do something here first? Hmm. Kind of thinking K14 here almost, because that's always annoying if white gets to play that one. tricky. Yeah, okay. Yeah, this is just my shape is too weak to try to surround counterattack this one. Wait, I did these 5, then these 4, then these 6. Did I do more before that? No, I started with the 5. So I just forgot to mark a 5 before that. I see. Okay, so that is at 15 next game. Okay. I think that's enough of that for now. Um, how do I handle this now? I have this training game which now turned out to not be. Maybe I just make it. Maybe I just put it in red, but with no background, so it still looks a little bit special, but not too special. And then I will do. I will do something that I had said I won't do necessarily, and that is to mix game and Sumego stream. So I'll be that guy who promised a game and well, I delivered a game, but it wasn't as long as maybe all of us would have liked to be. So let's get some catching up with fall down problems. I will have the timer. I think I will make the timer just run for me. I'll just mark the time here. Actually, I can maybe send it in chat. after a quick break. Okay. I will cook soon, but some mental power. Mhm. Okay. Yeah, 1936 start. And let's see what is happening here. Let's say you extend at p17 because that's like the most forcing thing you can do. If now white blocks at O17, you can Hane, block, connect, but white can play N19. Mm. Hmm. If you push first, you don't really threaten to play p18, so I don't think p17 is it. Can you start with something like p19 first? P19, p18. Hmm. If I were to just push, at 017. It's the most forcing thing you can do. Um, yes, this is one of my G. You push and white blocks, and you just push in. You push white blocks. You push in. If white connects, you can play R18. If white plays R18, mm, hmm. No, if white plays R18, you just capture the two stones. I'm being silly. So okay. So this, ooh, the sky is nice. Wow. Huh. Like a rose, dark gray kind of mix of sky and clouds. Anyway, so you push white blocks. You push. Hmm. You push. If white just connects, you can harn. If white plays Q18, you can jump in. If white plays Hane, you, I see a ko maybe. But okay, if white instead just extends at P18 and you connect, and white plays the Hane at S18, you can't block first, because Q19 just makes life. Hmm. Hmm. But if you, okay, if you push in first and white extends, then you can placement. Can you? Yes. This. Connect Hane. Push in. Extend. Ah, but you could play S19 then. Push. Block. No, push. Extend. Connect Hane. Push in. S19. Oh, oh. Uh, uh, uh. You just play Q19 where it can just connect there. It could connect, but then you could jump in. Hmm. Okay. What if white plays immediately S18 as a response to O17? Also, no, wait, if extend, you just play R18. I'm being silly. Because the top side is not an I yet. And I have one more limit. Yeah, one more minute left here. Yeah, you can just harness, so white has to capture. And then you push in. And then if white plays P19, can you jump? Bloop, 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 jump. Doesn't seem like it, so it's just the core. Okay, the tenement's up. So you push in here. Then there is this first. Okay. But no, I know, I don't know then. Okay. Oh, I was completely on the wrong track. I wasn't even close. I didn't even consider this one as the first option. And then you have to extend. No. Very, very wrong. I mean, I've never had, or not never, but rarely. So, I have no, a new category, partial, which is where I was generally maybe on the right track, had the right first few moves, but maybe I missed a reputation or something. And I have the correct where, okay, I got everything, I calculated everything, also pretty clear. Like that's the partial is not that clear cut. Correct is pretty clear cut. Wrong is sometimes, oh, I mean, you maybe you got something wrong, but in this case, it's really I didn't even consider the first right move, and then after seeing the first right move, I couldn't even find the second right move. I guess you push no, and then you play here. Wow, it's if you see the first move, I guess it's doable, but I didn't even consider this as the first move. I was so caught up on. See, I did consider this Hane as a response, but I was too hung up on all of this. Um, no, 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 no. This is for sure a four down. You can see like you can see by the distribution here. Actually, this is probably more on the easier side of the four down problems. Just blind spot for me. Um, I don't know if that's nice. So you extend here. Because if white now captures you, I just have the monkey jump here. Okay, that makes sense. If white now connects, and then you can still just play the monkey jump. Oh, it's just really that you can play the monkey jump, and if white now blocks here, you can just play here. If this, you first can play this. I knew that. But if this, you just, no, then it's this tactic. Right, you hane here. And if this, you can cut here and throw in. And if this one, you can first come from this side and then throw in here and then capture. And then it's important that the capture here doesn't give an eye in the corner, which clearly here does not. Okay. Did I save it to book? Let's just save again. Well, my one down is, I think, where I want to find blind spots. Here with the four down problems, it's not so much about finding blind spots because four down is that hard. Everything is a blind spot. I mean, if I need to spend 10 minutes on something that's already a blind spot, it's just they are hard, period. So in that regard, four down problems, I would even say it's almost more interesting to see which four down problems are not blind spots for me. Because that's more likely. As you can see, well, you can't see yet, but as you can see from my collection, when I gave myself infinite time, I actually solved a lot of them correct. Just that sometimes they took me half an hour. So I now, because I don't want to spend that much time on single problems anymore, but I still want to give myself a time to go through, let's say, my first intuitions. Yeah. I don't want to completely brute force, I suppose. I would like to. Actually, that's not true. I would love to be able to solve several four down problems daily and brute force my way through them and really get them right. But there's not much time in one day. And four down problems are not the most important part of my training. So, yeah. Yeah, it was getting a little bit insane last Sunday when I literally had three problems in a row where I took 30 minutes and I only got one of them right, kind of, I guess. So I decided, yeah, maybe that's not good for me if I want to spend the main time on one done problem and in the first place spend the main time on games and reviews. All right, this one. This one might be doable or might be completely nuts. Let's see. This is the time I give myself. That is wrong. Of course, it's 1 hour earlier, but you know what I mean. So what's happening here? We have the monkey jump for white at P19. We have this S18 weakness in white's shape. If you just capture at Q18, white plays P19. There's nothing there. Um, You also only have four liberties on these black stones. Okay, let's start with O19 here for black. If you play O19, pretty sure, not 100% sure that white has to extend, but pretty sure. Let's go with it for now. Let's say white extends. Maybe that already answers the question. White extends. You have to play R18. And I guess then you're just dead after white pushes in. Yeah, okay, so that's not working. Hmm. Hmm. Let's say you play S19 first, and let's say that white responds at T18. Is that any help? Maybe because that would for sure threaten, right? If you capture S18, you're just alive. So S19 T18. Let's keep that in mind. Maybe that's important exchange for some other variation. I'm eyeing something like N18 first. Hmm. N18 first. Hmm. White extends. I think I white needs to white extends. You play R18. Then white plays P18. So maybe not S19 right now. Say white plays P18. Hmm. You don't have outside liberty, so you can't squeeze from behind here in this case. Hmm. You have to, I mean, you have so few, so little eye shape, you kind of have to maximize your eye shape. But is N18 the way? You play N18, white extends, you play R18. White plays P18. You play the Hane, and then you do threaten to play T18 for a call. So this. So maybe not S19. You play N19. It extends. Tap, tap, tap. Then white can turn. And you can Hane. And with the Hane, you're threatening to play O19 for a Seki. O19 for Seki. White, on the other hand, okay, so then that works. What if white plays a different move first? Could capture two stones and then throw in, that's possible. What if white plays O19 then? Or even as a first move, O19 could be, no, as O9. Well, let's for a second assume that white plays the extension and then plays something. Let's plays O19. Then you could once again throw in the corner for a ko by playing Q19 first. So what about O19 first by white? Then if you capture, white just connects. Then P19 doesn't live, so that's no bueno. I suspect if white O19, then you play S19 potentially. N18, O19, S19, T8, let's say T18. And then if N19 by black, what was my issue before actually? Let's play let's skip the exchange once again. If you play this and then this, and then white extends. You block. You jump. Hmm. Maybe. So what I'm looking at here is if you do this and white does this and you do this, then white can do this, and if you do this, then there's this, but maybe then black can play this one. And I don't see why not, so maybe then white instead plays this one, and then if you play this, then you still have the same thing that you can squeeze from behind, so I don't get it. So maybe this just works, and you don't need to play S19 ever, but that's what I see. So here, so white has to play this one, and then it's the ko. Oh, oh, and okay, you can still, that will still be the ko if this one. Okay, right, you can capture and throw in and stuff. Should you throw in first? No, first here, right? Just play here. Oh, it was just the ko. All right. Oh, you could start anywhere. Okay. Really, you could also start with this one. Okay. So you start here, and then if this one, you can play this one, and then if this one, you just have a Seki. Wait, this is just, and with this one, you can just squeeze. No, you can't. You can't squeeze. If this one, you can just connect. And then you can throw in and squeeze and whatever. Oh, so wait, hang on. This. Oh, this is already alive. This is already alive. Huh. Well, this is not about finding the solution. This is about solving the problem. Okay, or throw in first doesn't make much sense. This is, I mean, technically speaking, I don't know what this is, but technically speaking, it's just right. Here though, here you can't connect, so this would have been already. So I kind of was right in that if you play this one and white connects, then you can actually make life here. And then there's nothing that white can do here with these. It's just the Seki always. Okay. I think. Yeah, okay, and then it's a ko. I think it's close enough that I can say I solved this correctly. You could argue that I didn't solve it 100% but I solved the variation, the main variations. I solved that it's a ko in the end, so I got the result right. I got the main variations right. What I did miss is that if you play this, it's already a Siki. It's not a ko for Siki, so it's just a Siki already. But um, I think not wrong enough, not enough pieces missing to say it was only partially solved. Yes, that for sure. Well, survived, it's a ko still. So there's that. Okay, but we saved this one. Oh, the auto or on the other hand, Argonaut. Maybe the non-obvious paths needs to be learned. Is that a real sentence? What? Or maybe the non-obvious paths needs to be learned. There's an S too much, right? I mean, not tripping. Need to be learned how to read. Need to be. I don't understand what you're trying to tell me. What? The obvious paths needs to be learned how to read? Tell me what you're trying to tell me with this sentence. I have no idea. Right. Mm, all right. I think my brain is starting to be mushy anyway, so I will stop it here. Two fallen problems is already more than I did on average this year so far, so I'm catching up to my goal. Fordan, I'm furthest behind on Fordan and on my training games against AI. So, um, will I raid? Oh, raid. Raid? I assume you mean training game versus Danyl coming? Right. Good one. Okay, it was just a typo, I guess. Yes. Will I raid Betsko? Not if I can help it. AKA not if there's someone else to raid. Um, who needs who doesn't have so like example, Wallardog is online. I haven't seen Wallardog. Betsko I can raid like any other day anyway, so I prefer to rate the ones with A with fewer viewers and B the ones that I don't see on my feed every other day. So yeah, that's the title of the stream. But that game is already done, so go back in the VOD if you want to see that game. Other than that, in 25 hours, I will be back with the German League game. So see you then and have a good one. Bye bye.
All right, so here it shows the point loss 7-12, whatever, whatever. with a party of 8. I hope you had a great because I really couldn't kill this group. It was too big, so playing this is a really bad move. Better to play here. Ooh, that's a nice move. What a way to reduce. Shoulder hit inside. Katie Lace, Katie go. How you doing? Welcome to the channel. Next. Oh, still trying to kill the group. Still that move. We'll just do that once. We won't put that in there twice. Uh-oh. P14. Is this the P14 move you're talking about? So I played here. AI said I should have played here. So let's add that one. We'll also go back and look at, oh, I played here. Oh, yeah, because white could have played here, right? Black can't, or white can't play here. White would have to take. But black can, oh, that's just ugly. Ha, ha, ha. Yeah, here again, it better to have played this move. Protect the stones. You're right, absolutely. Better shape. Waller Dog, have you considered stream series for 1D back to 9K? No, but we've actually gotten away. We're not at 10 and 11K anymore. We're working it. We're actively studying now. And we will make it to 1 Dan. Place your bets, boys and girls. But we'll make 1 Dan by hook or by crook. First, we have to reach 1 Dan, of course. Ah, I see. You're saying I make 1